Taban, can you switch on the camera, man? 1, 2.
Check, test, 1.
Dit is doodreg. Dit is doodreg. Ons kan vat, as al is, moet ons dit maar vat. Ja. Nee, ek is daarom sharp, hy is so. Ja, dis. Links asseblief, kan ek asseblief. Nee, dan moet ek al daai hare aftrek, not more.
U23s. Important turnover. They've absorbed the pressure, and what is a mental boost for the Sharks becomes, well, a big opportunity here now for a mental boost of their own. The Lions under-23 is so dangerous in these areas. Here's Jonker back towards support. Finga had to reload, did well. Short passes sticking. Marco Ferreira. Now a show and go from Samuel Francis. Still there for the Lions under-23s. It's Finga. Stiaan Marx puts it in front of his pack nicely. Good clean ball for the scrum half. Just Francis, lovely flat pass. Just couldn't sneak through. Marco Ferreira kept the ball alive nicely though. Good support from the Lions under-23s. Francis is calling for it, gets it. Guillermo, lovely little dummy there. Show and go, he'll go all the way, surely. Mornay Fenter, a junior book, gets the first points for the Lions under-23s. Smart play. All over the pitch, forwards doing their job, linking up really nicely, taking it up the guts. Some good offloads to get that front foot ball, and then communication between Stiaan Marx and Samuel Francis, top notch, releasing the back line. Finga with good hands to Reinhard Jonker, and Guillermo Mentoy just causing enough of a distraction for Mornay Fenter to build up a head of steam. Good try, entertaining rugby. Francis has got it, perfectly hit. 7 points, Lions under-23s. And it looks like there's a serious injury on the pitch. Player getting a little bit of attention. I'm not sure if it was the other lock, Stiaan Fenter. Stiaan Wessels, apologies. powerhouse, the 4 lock for this Lions Under-23 squad. It has had a few injuries here and there, the youngster, but when he gets going, he's really good. Hard man to stop. An asset for this Lions Under-23 side, and he'll get a bit of attention then on the sidelines. So it will, well, how's that for a substitute? Ruben Skuman, all kinds of experience, the highest level. Ruben Skuman, also his line-out prowess will be something they'll hope will cause problems for the Sharks Under-23. Strong carry. Marco Ferreira, former Bulls player, junior Bok 2 years ago, doing really well. And look at this for front football now. Francis just steps through, avoids 1 or 2 defenders with that press, and Cecil Parsons sets the target.
Non-use it!
Celias with that left boot. A little too far for his left winger, Hugo. But they pinned them up against the touchline, right on their 22. Good pressure again. This Lions Under-23 side, well coached. I know exactly what they're trying to do. We've got Foxy, Vessel Rue, who's more of a mentor, and Mzwake Nkosi needs no introduction. It's just the research done and how they follow the story, track these players. It's really been impressive with their juniors. One of the outstanding junior programs in the country. The Lions. It's no wonder then that they're top of the log for this new innovation by SA Rugby. And an important one with so much talent in the country.
Crouch.
With the most registered rugby players.
Fine.
More than any other country in the world.
Sit.
You've got to have innovations like this. And this SA Rugby Under-23 Cup, I think just one of those, just allowing for more data, more tracking opportunities.
Move, gents.
For all the coaches. And I think that just automatically steps the level up.
Let's go, gents, let's go.
Of course, it is a bit of a grey area at that age. So quite a few players already finished with varsity. We understand how important the FNB Varsity Cup and FNB Varsity Shield has become. Big congratulations to University of Fort Hare Baby Blues winning the FNB Women's Varsity Cup of 2026.
Crouch.
Just last night.
Fine.
And that was up against UWC, them in the first final ever. But it just shows you how this age group, the different innovations definitely make a big difference, like Likona Finga can, especially when he's at pace. Try. Hard man to stop. When he gets going, stallion-like, just swerves in and out of tackles. Very quick, deceptive pace. He's got that tall, lanky stature of a Jacques Ferry or Will Greenwood. I mean, you mentioned the players. Sterling Mortlock, the list goes on and on. And it's great to see him enjoying some of that form. Surprised so many with his performances for the junior box. Every time he stepped up for the Lions, so he'll be a pivotal part of this Lions Under-23 squad.
20.
Francis. Lovely. He'll put them over from there all afternoon. It really is an afternoon where you just want to take off your shoes and play some barefoot touch rugby. Slight breeze. Beautiful. Sun is out. It's been raining a bit, so you know it's crisp and fresh. And great to see the home side, Lions Under-23s, really enjoying the opportunity to express themselves here. Doing well. Sharks Under-23s just too disjointed on defense. Don't want to fix that. That's a good restart. challenging, but the captain does well. Ruan Delport.
9, use
It
it.
would be nice to see more of an effort from the chasers to try to disrupt, force him to extend those arms, and which ultimately increases the levels of difficulty, and that's a good one. Hugo was after it nicely. And Jonker with a high shot, so penalty. Sharks under 23s. Stiaan. I don't have, the screen is off, I can't see replays.
It's open, Red. Line's the middle.
I can't see replays, no? Contest is there, you expect that from Ruben Skuman. Sharks under 23's got it back though. Important possession this now. Need to make it count. Ooh, Ruben Skuman tucks in the shoulder under the armpit.
Hands on the ground.
Well, there we go. It's an introduction to Tivan Fourie, the teenager and fullback. Referee not happy with that hit. So the Sharks under 23s, Chris Horax found a good touch. But things are not looking clean enough with their lineouts. So what have they got up their sleeve here? Some contingency plans will be needed. Delport and Skuman have got senior rugby experience, URC experience. Skuman to the front, tough one to take. Yep, that's
Captain.
the pressure that will be applied.
Captain.
And the movement's just so impressive from Skuman.
Scrum.
It's a trademark of his. It does it so well with Darian Landsberg. And you can imagine practicing and taking from each other.
It's inside. It's on the line.
Really do work very well. He'll know a bit about Delport as well. So it's going to be a long afternoon at the office here for the Sharks under 23s. Unable to capitalize on ill discipline of the Lions under 23s, and it's another opportunity gone a begging. Be so interesting to see what these youngsters, Barnard, the players who is under 23, and Pepelo Mbonambi can come up with there.
Fine.
Good experience, good to learn from the other senior players. I guess that's the function, that's the advantage of this big tournament. Some of the pros. Zian Salias to the short side. Hugo now with space. Goes around Sobahle. Good low tackle from Sobahle. Shows them the outside and then the counter-racking. Zian Salias, lovely offload. Delport to Cairns. In fact, it's more Fenter. Now Ruben Skuman just outside the 22. So dangerous when they get going. This Lions under 23 side. Flick of the wrist is lovely from Francis. And there'll be no stopping Likona Finga. Make that 2 for the outside center. That is beautiful from Samuel Francis. Delayed. The press came, and for him to be able to have the accuracy halfway through a pass. Top notch, great delivery. And it will be the playmaker, the distributor, Samuel Francis, who will try to convert. Exact same spot, opposite side of the pitch. His preferred side would be the left, him being right-footed. Let's see if he can get an in-swinger here. Reverse swinger. Francis. Looking good. Fly off. Really can't make any mistakes here, Samuel Francis. Excellent first quarter he's having. The bench there of the Sharks under 23s, they'll be thinking, well, where can we improve? The press just way too quick. No one marking any men, just running to try close the line. And Francis identifies that. He knows it just comes down to the type of pass. beautiful depth and width from Lukona Finga. Very well worked Lions under-23s. Restart. Deep one, Stiaan Marx. How's that for a kick? Look at that. Look at that. He's pummeled it inside his 22 to his opposition's 22. This scrum half can play. He's in the form of his life. And he just backs himself. I think that's what I like about Stiaan Marx, the UJ player. Full of confidence. And well, when he can execute like that, it's no wonder why, how important the kicking game is for a number 9. It just relieves so much pressure of a player like Francis. Lets Francis do the more pretty stuff. Marx to the back, lovely throw, great lift.
3 out, 3 out.
Set up a maul here, the Sharks under-23.
Advantage, number 1, side entry.
Very well worked. Jean-Henry Smith, and now they've got a few numbers. Lovely play. Unable to take it cleanly.
Side entry.
Chijindu Okonta. Big opportunity there. They had 3 players on his outside. It was about threading a pass through that defensive line, which was done. So the Sharks under-23s will have another line out here. It's a bit of chess. Need a bit more deception. Try to beat their opposition with speed. The Sharks under-23s. Right now, it's just a bit too easy for the skill and experience of this Lions under-23 contesters. They are not under-23, by the way. There it is, another good line out. Great throw, Jacques Marais, and then into the vacuum goes the little scrum of Jean Lewis. He's got support. Lovely play. And it will be finished by the number 8, Nicholas Johannes Peters. They'll make sure they get a full 7 points by getting closer to the uprights. He's been the go-to man with the line-outs. Collected the money ball, did so well to keep up with play. That's pretty much a 1-2 from the top of the line-out to Lewis through the vacuum. Great penetration from him, and then he just slows down just enough for Nicholas Peters to catch up. Well worked, Sharks under-23s. 7 points it is. So there it is. Great support to take it from that line out, and he's locked in as well. He knows every point counts. Big mental boost now for his side. And I'm sure when he gets back, he'll give a pat on the back to the heavyweights. We're able to give him that throw jump at the back. So an option then for the Sharks under-23s with their lineouts. And immediately, as soon as it works, they've got points on the board. 21-7 after 20 minutes. That's Francis, very deep. That's overcooked. What will the bounce do? Fall in his favor, and now not bad. Kick chase really good by Keegan Smith. In the pocket is Horak. Now Gileme, an amazing counter-attacker. Here's Reinhard Jonker, player of the same, and Sobatle tries to catch Hugo, ball and all. Clever, witty defense. Didn't have the space, didn't want to give Hugo enough time on the ball to decide which way to go. He knew it would be difficult, Pico Sobatle, and that's what you do as a winger. Manipulate the space, focus on your timing, be aware of all the options. Heads up rugby. Great play. A long pass, and Sobatle quickly closes the 10 meters Hugo thought he had. You can see already Hugo's decided to go on the outside. He's a very clever defender, Sobatle. great young props in this fixture. Cecil Parsons, Friedrich Weibach, and of course, Simpiwe Ngobese, Mawande Mdanda. We're talking about junior box galore here. And, well, pressure, unable to support their feet there. Lions under 23s.
Number 3.
That one again, Cecil against Cecil Parsons, youngster from Kroonstad. It is quite difficult though. You need to really focus on your core. Make sure that you can chase your knees if you are slipping. So it's all about small steps in these conditions. Momentum has definitely shifted. Sharks under 23s, won't matter how it looks on the pitch. They need something on the scoreboard. To the front, deception, more deception. Oh, well read, Ruben Skuman, but tapped back by Pieterse. He's done well. Lewis, deep from behind the advantage line. Abi Bester who sets the target. He's one to look out for, the junior Bok Bester. And a penalty for the Lions under 23s.
It's a counter. Start from the beginning. They're not playing you.
So, Budi, you guys have confirmation of those jersey changes? I see there's a number 20, but it's definitely not Nonyama. Trick play to the front. It's worked nicely for the Lions under 23s. They still have the ball. Now Delport, the captain. Quick and clean for Cilliers. Grobela with a good carry. Now Parsons. Oh, strong in contact, the youngster. It's his trademark. Cilliers looking to change sides. No one there. Short side and try given. Yeah, well worked. And I like that from Stiaan Cilliers, looking at his options, waiting for players to get into the right position, and it just gives the defense something more to think about. Being that close to the try line, well, that's all the hesitation you need. He looks left, keeps the defenders thinking they need to adjust, and then on a short line comes Reinhard Jonker. How good is he there in those areas? So again, clinical in the green zone. Lions under 23s, and so far off the tee, 100% Francis. This time, just can't get it through. But this is the play here. Look at all the options Stiaan Cilliers has, left and right. The defense needs to get a bit too tight. Pieterse can't shift away, and just allows enough time for Reinhard Jonker to get into that blind spot. He does it so well. He's a sneaky character. So chatting about some of the opportunities they're spotting on the pitch. So eager probably to get onto the pitch. So there have been a few number changes on the pitch now. It is Peter Skalkia, Kobus Pretorius. Peter Pretorius, the number 7 with the 20 on his back. Penalty, Lions under 23s. So an easy exit for the Lions under-23s. It's Marno Grobelaar. And it'll be Cecil Parsons who whispers the sweet nothings. Can the Sharks under-23s disrupt? Nah, Ruben Skuman is too good for that. He'll take it if it's on offer and into the vacuum. Good go forward ball on a silver platter for Celers. What a line! Great defense to spot Finger. And now out wide. This is trouble here now. The right wingers, Keegan Smith's got gas. It's there for Celers. Quick ball. Lions under-23s. Numbers galore. Parsons with the switch play.
Off it.
Yeah, the jackal was on for Big Mino Barnard. Problem is needed to support his weight. Just took his focus away from how slippery it is underfoot and needed to at least roll out of there as soon as he fell onto the ball. But how accurate the Lions under-23s have been on the ground with their rucking. They're recycling very quickly, playing coast-to-coast rugby. And, well, they're looking like they've got a few more tries waiting for them. Full line now. Dalport sets them all. Immediately gaining some momentum here, the Lions under-23s. And try. Marno Grobelaar. Fifth try there for the Lions under-23s. There is no stopping them now on the half-hour mark pretty much, and playing some entertaining rugby, letting the ball do the work, but they're also not shying away from the trenches, the rough and tough stuff. Well worked, Grobelaar. Yeah, great to see the support out as well. Who wouldn't be out here if it's wonderful facilities, sitting in the shade, enjoying this beautiful, it's almost like a spring day here. Johannesburg. Breeze is picking up a little bit. And he's got it. Adjusted his missed kick before, and he's got one. So excellent all-out rugby. Lions under-23s get into this area by playing some really quick ball, get a good line out, set a lovely maul, and the defense, well, something to scratch your head about. The intent just not there. Not committing enough players to the maul and not being frosty enough around the fringes. So it's easy work, easy pickings for the Lions under-23s. Horak to the middle, Kilemi. Mentor gets a good exit. That helps a lot. Scrum off, fly off, and the fullback have got a good boot on them. They are playing with the wind though. And I think for me, it's one thing to be able to identify your advantages, but to be able to take advantage of those advantages, it, well, takes good execution, great awareness, and, well, the whole side being on the same page. Lions under-23s have shown that here. Walk in, Sharks under-23s. Not a good enough lift there on Mbonambi. And they've picked it up, the Lions under-23s. There's Cairns. Still there. Pop pass from Jonker. Works nicely. Lobbed over the top to Smith. Good ball again. Francis. This time they're giving it some air. Jonker, Fina. Caught ball and all. That's good defense. He had a 3-player overlap on his outside. Same side. Jonker. Skip pass. Now they've got the overlap. Here's Jared Cairns. Oh. Filthy pass. Filthy pass. And Jason Hugo he would have had his eyes set on the try line. No players in front of him. Would have been a lot of work for the youngster Divon Fourie to track and cross cover.
Middle. It's open, open, red. James, this is the middle. That's good.
Short line out this time for the Sharks under-23s. Bonambi to the front, works nicely. Handling questionable there. Started thinking about popping it to the scrum off before securing it, and now the Lions under-23s have it, and it is a lot of fire shown by Cecil Parsons. Penalty advantage. Celiers, Cairns with the pop pass to Fenta. Still there for Zian Celiers. Well, the captain's effort there. Delport, quick ball though. Lovely handling. Here's Hugo. And now Rubili corner. No, it won't. It's the fullback, Guillermo Mentoy, with the first try. Fullback gets one. It's just very well played again. Options galore, making it difficult for the defense to keep tracking, and it'll open up sooner or later for one of the players. They've identified him as Guillermo Mentoy. "20-year-old fullback for the Lions under-23s.
20 seconds.
Something to look out for. His understanding of the game, his bravery, his X factor. Haven't seen it yet in this fixture, but when it happens, amazing. Samuel Francis. You can almost tell by the thud you hear of that oval ball that he's hit it nicely. But here's the handling. They're all deep. They know the press is coming. So what do? You give loop around options, bailout options. They do that twice. And defense nowhere. Guillermo Mento, try time. Horak. They'll need to dig deep here now. That's a very good restart. That's more like it. And they do get the reward then. And I think that's just effort. You know, it's just character. I haven't seen chases like that on towards the right side of the pitch. They tried to execute it a bit earlier. You could hear Chris Horak's frustration with it being too deep, and then he gets it right. Great contest, forces the knock on. Need more of that. The Sharks under-23 side. Otherwise, Lions under-23s, it will be one of those games, runaway train, one they'll want to forget. Must strike now. Under 5 minutes left of this first half.
Sit.
Lutz, not comfortable with that engage.
Feed the ball if there's stability, please, none. There was stability.
So many in that front row have been called future box stars. That's what this tournament is all about, this SA Rugby Under-23 Cup. Being able to see them going up against each other, as some of them will be on the fringe of getting that first senior cap. And when they do get that cap, maybe it doesn't come as often as some of the other head coaches or Springbok coaching staff would like. So the birth of this SA Rugby Under-23 Cup then to answer some of those questions. And it's a pity it's wet underground. It's a proper battle here. I mean, Parsons versus Mdanda. In terms of junior rugby globally, it's one you'll lick your lips about, and you can see the battle already, and so much power with the upper body, legs giving in. Well, the Sharks Under-23s did get the ball and they kick it away. Was that the right choice? Definitely not in terms of trying to psychologically get back into this game. It'll just make it a little bit of a tough time for the forwards.
Non-use it.
Would have been nice to carry it a few times, build some phases, ask some questions. And, well, with the Lions Under-23s accuracy, they'll have to start from 10, 15 meters back this time. So still possession in the right areas. So there could be some tries, maybe some supporters from Durban up in the stands. I want to see some tries. Jacques Marais, contest. Can't find him, Bonambi. It's just too easy for Ruben Skuman to read. And now, counter-attack opportunity. Jonker, lovely pass. Finga, they've got an overlap. Menchoy to Hugo. Back inside, Finga. Oh, I think he was in two minds about whether or not to tap that onto Jared Cairns. But good decision-making, good passing. Gained 55 meters from that counter-attack. And that was just couldn't hold on to it there. So important to make sure you've already made the decision as you're running. You're thinking about the options around you. Because really tough to focus and take the ball when contact. The defenders are so close to you there. So if you had held on to that, Likona Finga would have been wide open on the right with all the other players. Certainly would have put them in a good position to score some points. So more experience in this Lions Under-23 pack, and you can see just the lineouts alone with the locks as experience really paying dividends here for the Lions Under-23s, making it very tough for Sharks Under-23s to gain any momentum. Scrums have been a bit of a 50-50 equalizer. You hear the referee explaining that as well now. It is wet underfoot, so
let's go, gents.
Bit of an equalizer when it comes to the scrummaging. Difficult to know who's got the upper hand. But definitely the other set piece, the lineouts. It's the Lions Under-23s who have that one on lock.
Crouch. Bind.
This one right in front of us.
Sit.
Mind games don't work. Bench was walking right past the referee, or what, 2 meters away from him. And Cecil Parsons.
Yep.
Connection looked good, but there was a bit of movement, more movement from Parsons at least than Mdanda. In the upper body. Lutz. The scrum half waited long enough for us to be able to see that as well. So it's tough to call in conditions like this. You're looking for the elbows. Is it showing up or pointing downwards? That's usually a good indicator. Pieterse collects. The money ball continues for the Sharks Under-23s. Strong carry. The thick of things there. Still have possession. It was Bonambi at scrum half. Here's Mdanda. Ruben Skuman makes a tackle. Same side. call from Albi. Litelihle Bester now. Taking it up the middle. That's Jean-Henry Smith. Back to the short side. Oh, good defense. Litelihle Bester. Hit hard. So the Bester. No relation there. Albi Bester, Litelihle Bester. That's what he does so well. Big carry, Simpiwe Ngobesi. Lovely pickup from Fourie. But there's just no support. Backline players sitting in the stands and enjoying the game. Good continuity. They just needed to dig deep and be desperate for the next phase. And well, left hanging there, the fullback Fourie. And that'll do it then for the first half here. It is the SA Rugby Under-23 Cup. Second game here now, third game for these teams. Second game they're playing against each other. It was the Lions Under-23s who won the first game. Second game is looking like, without a doubt, they'll win it unless some incredible miracles and all sorts of sorcery is used now in the cloaks by the coaching staff, which has Mike Vowles, Lionel Cronje and MP Lusaseni. Sharks Under-23s just not good enough. Lions Under-23s, well, here at home, enjoying the lion's share of possession and enjoying set-piece dominance, which is putting them in these areas. And once they are in these areas, Sharks Under-23s just slipping way too many tackles. It was a good carry there, Mornay Fenter, but it just looked too easy. And then this switch play brilliantly. Konafinga back into the vacuum. Players are shifting, nobody trying to react. He's moving really quickly, Finga, and he's broken through about 4 tackles on his way to the try line. So it was Likona Finga who got his second try, and then the floodgates were open for the Lions Under-23s. And we will be doing a few coaches' interviews now at halftime as well. It'll be interesting to speak to the Lions Under-23 coach here, Wynand, but also Mike Vowles, the Sharks Under-23 coach as well. Interesting to hear what they have to say. But don't go anywhere. We've got a big second half coming up. Enjoy these highlights. And well, this was one-way traffic. Besides that one try from the Hollywoodbets Sharks Under-23s, it was the Lions Under-23s just dominating things. That's Yonka taking a crash ball 2 meters from the try line and scoring. So, see you in the second half. So we're here with the head coach of the Lions Under-23s, Wynand Alice. I mean, the replays just won't stop at halftime because you guys scored almost 10 tries in that first half, but things going to plan.
Yeah, Fatih, thanks. It's good when the plan comes together. I think our game management were good in the first half. We just got to sort out our discipline a bit, especially at the breakdowns. And then we just got to, second half, keep playing. That's all, you know.
You talk about keep playing. You say you came with a plan, very surgical performance in that first half. How important is this SA Rugby Under-23 Cup for you guys? You've had 2 games unbeaten, looking like it's going to be 3 in a row. But what's the path looking like for some of these players that you're tracking?
Look, as a union, we always, we want to win, we want to chase the W. But I think it's also important that we develop the next guys coming through the system. And a lot of these Oaks are close to URC setup. And it will be good for us, if these guys can perform and get the call up to URC. And that's ultimately what it is all about for us,
All the best for the second half. Thanks so much, Venan. Doing well. So we're just about to get into the second half here. It's round 3 of the SA Rugby Under-23 Cup.
Captain.
And it is the Lions
Captain,
Under-23s against the Hollywoodbets Sharks Under-23s. And that scoreline, yep, it is looking like that on the pitch. 40 points to 7. Hollywoodbets Sharks Under-23s just haven't been accurate enough, haven't had set pieces to try to take advantage of. Lineouts have been dominated by the experience of Delport and Ruben Skuman, who came onto the pitch early after Stiaan Marx got injured, one of the youngsters in this Lions Under-23 squad. So you can understand why, but it will be a massive advantage for Mbonambi and co. Mento, he does so well to keep the ball alive, but almost applying a lot of pressure on his flyer, Francis, who's done really well. A couple of substitutes have been made by the Sharks Under-23s. Number 23 is on the pitch, Scott Timothy Nell. And Zian Saliers with the box kick. Tough one to take. Okonta's done well. Strong carry there by Scott.
Use it.
Slow ball for the Sharks Under-23s. Lewis with the box kick. It looks like it might go out directly. Millimeters in that one. And it kind of summarizes the afternoon the Sharks Under-23s are having here at Wits Stadium. Things just not going their way. But a proper test of character. It's what you want, and I think it's what this tournament allows us, just to see how the players are dealing with some of the psychological, mental parts of the game. Their talent has been identified. They've been within systems for the last 3-4 years. Some of them junior box, and they can learn from those crisp line-out takes. Ruben Skuman does so well. This time the defensive press catches the Lions Under-23s and pushes them behind the advantage line. But they've really protected the ball well. Racking accuracy has been top-notch. Fenter does it this time. And then Ruben Skuman comes in, and just look at how they control the ball, and they're able to change their plan and still apply good pressure. Good kick chase, Hugo. Great take, Okonta.
Use it.
Joan Lutz waits for the forwards. Mdanda with the lovely offload. Murray. Turnover. It's a good one as well. That's excellent play from Ferreira. A junior Bok 2 years ago. And now Ruben Skuman down the blind side. Amazing bravery from the fullback to make that tackle, and it's a try. It was Okonta who went really low. Chijindu Okonta. Ruben Skuman out of the blue, holding the ball with one hand like a half loaf of bread. It is a scary thing to see a lock at full canter towards you. The offload is excellently. Corner finger almost going for a hat trick, but the support was there. It's another heavyweight, Cecil Parsons. Velbach will come off the pitch. Good performance
10 seconds.
from the youngster. He's just such an incredible scrummager. That coming from Vessel Roux. And he's been brilliant. The number 10. And it's just a second miss this afternoon. And there it is there. Look at that. I mean, Chijindu, take a bow, mate. Talk about putting your body on the line, and then Likona Finga frees up that one hand. Excellent work from him to just hold off Sobat and release Parsons.
Wearing 7, not the one they say there's no number. Wearing 7.
So high up but a little too far because the wind is behind the Hollywoodbets Sharks Under-23s now, so it should be more challenging for the Lions Under-23s to get out of their own half. But it's been tries galore. I don't think any of the players are thinking about that. They want to play some ruggers. Sharks Under-23s have to. There's Little Bester, splits the line open. He's got pace. Lovely offload to Sobahle. Should be a try, and it is. So just what the game needed. One try apiece then in the second half. And it's the Sharks Under-23s. Great individual brilliance, Little Bester. And then how's that for a pass against the grain to find Sobahle? Great work.
$20 seconds.
Horak converts 14 points then for Hollywoodbets Sharks Under-23s. Far from being back in it, but needed this. Lovely X factor from Bester. Great little backwards no look pass. And Sobahle finishes. Francis into the wind. It'll hang a little bit, and it does for Keegan Smith. Directly out. Just put a little too much pepper on it. Did Samuel Francis. So momentum continues to build then for the away side, and they need to take advantage of that. Good opportunity here. They'll have a scrum in the middle of the pitch. As mentioned in that first half, scrums have been difficult to call. Neither side winning the arm wrestle, and that's because it's very slippery underfoot. So they'll want to not give away a penalty here, the Lions Under-23s. And the Sharks Under-23s, well, they need to throw everything at it. Just Little Bester on the left. Other players have stacked up behind Horak, straight behind the scrum, so they split their backline 2-2 here, and then two behind as well. Great formation. What will they have planned? There will be a few resets. Pitch in this condition. Some substitutions have been made as well. So Sipho Nonyalela comes on with the number 7. First time back in 2 years. Came to the Sharks with the injury. They've done some great work bringing him back to full fitness. Keep your eyes on the number 7 there. Had a knee injury in his first time back in 2 years, so it'll be interesting to see how he fares. And then, of course, Tutuko Mtembu, one of the youngsters getting his chance at hooker, coming on for Murray. Straight into action. How's the pressure there? They'll want to get it back. Just surviving, and Lewis did not need to do that. Scott, under all kinds of pressure from Jonker, he's done really well. Bester doing well to get in there as well. Nonyanela. Slow ball for the Sharks Under-23s. Lewis with the box kick. Mentor. Oh, and he loves to shake and bake. Gets past the first defender. He's got dancing feet. Guilherme Mentor, and another unforced error there. No need to do that. There were players to clean. The opportunity wasn't there for the Sharks Under-23s, and well, that just turns all that momentum into frustrations because they now need to defend their try line again. Already 45 points on the scoreboard, the Lions Under-23s. Clever scrummaging, perfect timing, caught the Sharks Under-23 pack napping, and then banana reverse kick pass, call it what you will, nobody knows. Scott did well to clean it up, but it's the defensive unnecessary, unforced errors and that discipline that's really costing the Sharks Under-23s here now. Taken to the front, Ruben Skuman, keeping it simple. They set them all. They want to go toe-to-toe. And great to hear the shouts from this bench, Sharks Under-23s. Some good character there.
Yep.
Pulling out the knuckle dusters, coming with a plan.
Here's the
Not
mark.
shying away from making sure they can deny the Lions Under-23s. That's what the coaches want. That's what they'll need if they want to get a decent result here. Still trading by 31 points. It'll take some doing. First throw from Tembu. Nice one to Peter Sir. Although he couldn't take it cleanly, the lift, I think, again, just letting him down. They're lazy on the lift. He was coming down before he could really hold on to the ball properly, but should have taken it. So the Lions Under-23s then go back to work, pulverizing that Sharks Under-23s defensive line and doing it comfortably. Patience, slow poison here. There's Marco Ferreira now.
Tackle, release.
Jared Cairns, fancy a go. Ruben Skuman. Stiaan Marx. Quick hands out wide. Hugo wants a try. Short. Nikona Finga on a hat-trick. Just look at how they build phases, which is really good. Stiaan Marx to Ruben Skuman. No-look passes coming out now. Francis gives it some air. Keegan Smith with a good leg drive. And then the error comes. A knock on there. Shouts coming from the coaching booth. Stay on the Patco. Stay on the Patco. Stay on the bus. The forwards. Must be a call for the pick and go. And yeah, just forcing matters, I guess. They were making some good yards with the pick and goes. Each pick and go 1 or 2 centimeters, half a meter here and there. And that's all you need before you get to the try. But you can see underfoot, it's a bit slippery. Keegan Smith loses his footings, desperate to try and place the ball. But because they're in the wider channels, it takes a while until the ruckers come. So again, access denied to the try line. Sharks Under-23s don't want that to motivate them a little bit.
Patience. Crouch. Bind.
Siyabonga Dube on the pitch for the Lions Under-23s. Comes on a tight head. Penalty, Sharks Under-23s.
You said elbow down.
A little bit of a roar there. Not happy with it, but got a bit of the correct result in the end. Worked out for the Sharks Under-23s. This is where it started this time. Good pressure, well-timed. They beat the Lions Under-23s that time in terms of timing, and they should because it's their own ball. So well worked and good call by the referee as well, Stiaan Marx. Short line out. Sharks Under-23s keep it simple. It's good to see. First things first. And Nonyalela with the carry. Now, dink over the top for Albi Bester. Well taken. Kilemi Mento. Long place. Puts it on a platter for Stiaan Marx. Now Finga. unheld, so could keep going. Little Bester picks up the goods. The junior box will know a bit about each other. Scored an important try. Well, set up an important try in that stanza of play that the Sharks under-23s were starting to really gain good momentum. That breakthrough from him, then setting up Pico Sobahle with a lovely pass, and now that defensive play. So it takes a few positive moments to get back into the game. Mentu collecting at pace. And then the step is a really good one, but that is fantastic defense. Nice and low, Chris Horak. That's how it sets up for Bester, and the turnover comes. Brilliant defense. Tutuko Mtembu over the top. It falls nicely for Dianienas. Now Albie Bester. It's been kept quiet this afternoon, but your inside center usually will be if you're not getting that go-forward ball. Sobahle driven behind the gain line. Ndanda, Ngobese in fact is there, and he's hit hard. Good hands, here's Bester, in fact it's Okonta. There for Lutz. Horak. Petersa scored a good try in that first half for the Sharks under-23s. He's starting again. Little Bester. Chicken wing to Lutz. Outside center, having a field day. Little Bester taking this game by the scruff of the neck for the Sharks under-23s. Keeping them in this game, in fact, and again, just rolling, keeping alive, trying to win the battle in front of you, and he releases Lutz this time. So he set up 2 tries. Bester. Now, does a conversion here keep them within touch? They'll be trailing by 24 points, meaning they'll need to score still 3 converted tries and more points, a penalty conversion. But this is Lutz. Lovely little short pass to Bester. Unable to hold on to Bester was Steenkamp. So a little bit of a roly-poly chicken wing. Lutz under the sticks. Sharks under-23s won't mind how it comes. Take a look at Tian Wessels, who got substituted early on in that first half. Hopefully not too serious injury he's experiencing. Still quite a few games coming up. Still data to be collected on future stars of SA Rugby. SA Rugby Under-23 Cup starting to get intriguing, and Horak, while he thumps that one onto the N1 highway, made sure there doesn't get much distance. Opportunity then for the opposition.
Middle, that's the middle.
And it's Mahle Sitole who's come on for Marno Grobbelaar. Heiko Polman's on the pitch as well, so the bench starting to be turned to here. Willem Steenkamp as well with his experience. It's taken by Steenkamp. Celiers to Smith around the corner. They'll be happy with that. Good advantage here for the Lions under-23s. Clean ball for Celiers, and Francis gives it to Guillermo Mentu at pace, releases Hugo. Hugo back inside, skipping and shrugging off tackles. Just too easy. So coaches will be really happy with that from the Lions under-23. So will the parents and the fans who have come out here to Wits Stadium. Home side, up to 50 points, playing some excellent rugby. Great set piece with the line out. Keegan Smith gets them good go forward. Around the corner, it's Ruben Skuman, and then Francis knows Mento is coming at pace. Cuts out 3 players. There's the pass right there, and then it's just a quick draw and pass to draw in Okonta, the last man, and then cross-covering defense. That's a bit lazy from Sobahle and Albi Bester, but well worked by Hugo. $52 points, Lions 15. And this under-23 side here of the Lions. I guess it's a great depiction of the work that's gone into the junior ranks over the past 5 years or so here with Mzwake Nkosi, Foxy, Vessel Roo, just to mention a few, MJ, and playing with a lot of cohesion, allowing for a lovely brand of rugby as well, whether they're looking to maul it or box kick, counter-attack or launch off of a line-out. Lions under-23 side has got it all. And it's Chris Horak who's off the pitch now. Stefan Moelman comes on for him. Moelman. Short, high, contestable. Bester gets it back. What a player. And no one there to react, though. I think that's the problem. There are some players who are in it, who are locked in, trying to do their job and hoping that the players around them will step up, will react accordingly. It's happened a few times, but not enough. That was an important one for them to get back. And instead, it'll be the Lions under-23s who, through their Sharks under-23s mistakes, get to work their way up the pitch. Good restart this. Moelman just chips it beautifully, and then look at Bester, knows what to do. Perfect timing on the jump, great technique. Actually could be a lovely tool for them to use, specifically with Bester coming on at it. It's a fantastic jump. The way he's looking at the ball, his angle onto the ball. Not an easy skill to execute. He's got it all, this outside center, Little Bester. Can also play in many other positions in the back line. Another clean line out. Jonker! The short pass was beautiful to Hugo. Just didn't expect it. And now Sharks under-23s, here they come. There's Jean-Henry Smith. Reaction speed continues to be lackluster from the Sharks under-23s. It's a turnover for the Lions under-23s, and it's Marco Ferreira. He's at a stormer, the number 7. So is Menchoy. Now Hugo. Brought down in those wider channels was Francis. And Jared Cairns, in fact, it looks like stepping up. And now, oh, this is great to see here. Algernon Meyer from Outeniqua High School.
Let's go.
19 years old, still turns 20 later on in the year. Has already played for SA schools. Look out for the little scrum half. He replaces Zian Saliers, and well, it'll be Zian Saliers and Sam Francis, the playmakers, the generals, the lieutenants coming off the pitch. They did really well, set off a beautiful platform, got some good rhythm from their forwards. The decision making was great, and they were able to release the back. So great game from the 9 and 10 Saliers and Francis. And it'll be JT Kapank, the UJ player, breaking records, creating history, bringing them to the playoffs, semi-finals for the first time in 10 years. JT Kapank, a pivotal part for UJ, and he comes on there with Algernon Meyer. So will that change things up a little bit? Hugo, go forward still. That's Jared Cairns there. So wicked in those wide channels, as we've come to know him. It's there for Menchu. Good pickup. Meyer. That was Sitol. It's good defense. They'll need to keep it up. JT Kapank with the flat pass to Siabonga Dube. Kapank, options. Good marshalling by his opposite number. It's Moelman who's at fly off, who gets him And the
Practice
Lions
form.
under 23s get a penalty. Mr. Desperation showing now. The away side. They're into the last quarter here. Kapang. And they've been so good with the launches from their line-out specifically. Been a bit tricky, been a good contest with the scrums. The line-outs, they've had pure dominance, and it's from the throws to the lifting, but also the way it's been delivered to the scrum-offs, just to be able to have an accurate pass into the vacuum. They're always getting good go forward. They've got ex-Source Cavani on the pitch now as well. All the players off the bench, and there it is. Good ball to launch. Mayer's got options. A little pop pass, just short. Lions under 23, surely here now. Try.
Number 16.
Oh, in fact, it's an obstruction. It looked like it as well.
Obstruction by number 16.
Mahle Sithole was maybe expecting it a bit early there. Algernon. Meyer had other ideas, the teenager. Opportunity lost. The Lions under 23s, but they won't mind that too much. With such a commanding lead here.
Yep.
Of course, who will mind it are the coaches. They want players to tick boxes, make the right decisions. Even as forwards coming around the corner, telling the scrum off to keep it in the ruck, will rather come for the pick and goals. Remember the calls and the strategy in certain areas on the pitch. So it's all about taking that data. The Sharks under 23s still
Red open. Red open.
just under 20 minutes of action. Their coaches will certainly be taking data on them. Hasn't been the game. They'll want to remember Pieterse under pressure. Skuman comes up with the goods. That's his third steal now. Jonker. Scott Exos Cavani on his outside. Likona Finga in the wider channels. He's at winger now. So strong into contact. There's a very good explosion into contact there. Here's now Sithole. Meyer. Jonker. And JT Kapang. Just in an awkward position on the pitch then. Deep, but also too wide. Difficult for Jonker to spot. Yeah, he's got defenders in front of him there. It's Ruben Skuman coming on a good short line, but Kapang needed to be a bit closer to release Skuman, draw in a player, try to spot some gaps. Sharks under 23s have Philip McLaren now on the pitch for Jean Lutz.
Crouch. Bind.
Really good player, McLaren in high school.
9.
Good Craven week.
9. 9. Wait for stability, please, before you feed. Let's move here, gents.
Front row now, Dian Hienes, Christoph Etzebeth. Played in FNB Varsity Shield for UKZN. Tutuko Mtembu. That's the front row then for the Sharks under 23s. For Lions under 23s, it's Mahle Sithole, the hooker, Heiko Polman, and
9,
Siabonga
wait for stability,
Dube.
9. Crouch. Bind.
Short-term Lions under 23s, early engaged, Sharks under 23s. So Algernon Meyer with the quick tap. Jared Cairns continues to be ferocious in contact. Now JT Kapang, Exos, Cavani from deep. Albie Bester tries to go for the steal. Good rucking, feeing that scrum off. Stiaan Marx didn't keep his eyes on the player. Good carry, Nonyalela. McLaren comes back towards the left. Albie Best has identified some space up behind Finga. Finga will have to track back. What will the decision be here now for the Lions under-23s? Guillermo Mentu is there. He says, let's go, boys. Let's play some ruggers. Great to see from inside their 22. The Lions under-23s.
Use it!
And Algernon Meyer slows things down a bit. It's Paulman around the corner. Another UJ player. It's great to see the success UJ's had this season. Some of the players getting an opportunity, getting that call up. Algernon Meyer with a huge box kick. Not much distance on it though, and no players outside of the 10-meter radius. Clearly offside, so
number 16
Sharks
offside.
under-23s will have an opportunity. Mulman finds touch.
Lanjos.
So when you've got a player like Ruben Skuman who's not shy to go up in the front, there's MB Lusaseni. And this is a part of the game he knows they need to get right. They've got to score a try here from this line out. 5 meters out. Oof, fingertips for Petersen. They've set up the maul here though. Good throw from Tembu. Tembu now with the peel around, the show and go and the offload to Albie Bester. Albie Bester still going. This is his game.
Release!
Close combat. He is just ruthless. Pick and goes now for the Sharks under-23s. It's there for Erasmus. Now Yenas.
Advantage 7 offside.
Penalty advantage for the Sharks under-23s. Here's Christoph Etzebeth.
Release it, that's short.
Very slow ball. Petersen still going. Solid defense. McLaren has to dig. McLaren still keeps it with the forward. And we'll come back for the penalty.
Number 7 offside. Number 7 offside.
Nonyalela. So they'll go for a set play here now, a tap play. Let's see. Be a little bit of deception here now. There it is. They shifted to Mtembu. Quick ball for McLaren. Petersen. Albie Bester. He wants one-on-ones. Pivoting. Shifting through tackles, low center of gravity, so much power in his legs and his upper body. Hard to stop from there, Albie Bester. Junior Bok gets another one for the Sharks under-23s. Almost 80 points in this fixture. It has been a little bit stop and start, neither side really enjoying enough rhythm in the second half. But the Sharks under-23s are still fighting. That's great to see. Good flat pass to Albie Bester. The defense is there, but Bester will go to work because the defense isn't low enough. He'll be able to get it down. Mulman.
20 seconds.
Mulman is hoping for a curl. Doesn't get it. But good play here. McLaren really digging for it nicely. Etzebeth keeping the ball alive. Mulman with that flat pass to Albie Bester. And then the defense really was never really interested in that. And Bester continued doing what he does best. Kapunk. Not contestable, middle of the pitch. And Mulman immediately exits, good exit. punts it back into the Lions Under-23 half. And that's what they'll want, to tick those boxes, get the good exits. The Lions Under-23s have done that 10 times better than the Sharks Under-23s here, so it's no wonder the bench celebrating Sharks Under-23s, just doing the basics right. Mahle Sithole, fast one to Jared Cairns at the front. Paulman with the short pass, Marco Ferreira. Now inside pop was a good one from the birthday boy, Jonker. Will he get a try? 26 today. It's there for Meyer. JT Kapank puts one up. It's Mahle Sithole after this, together with Likona Finga. Okonta does well. McLaren shifting it now, a little chip over the top. Best is after it. Guilherme Mencho inside and outside. Bester sticks. Chip and chase. Kapank. Great cross covering. Nonyalela. Sipho Nonyalela staying alive nicely. Guilherme Mencho drives it into touch. So game starting to open up a little bit. Both sides, they'll know there's less than 5 minutes left on the clock. They want to give it their all. Wits got a try for the Sharks Under-23s. A little scrum off. Not a bad performance by Jean Wits. Just at times, maybe not on the same page. The forwards and backs needed a bit more work from the forwards especially. Dutuko Mthembu with the throw to Peter, sir. There's that lift we're talking about. Terrible there. And now the Lions Under-23s. Crisp pass to Likona Finga. Finga's looking for support. It's a very good carry from him to work back towards support as well. But guess who? Best player in a Sharks Under-23 jersey. Little Bester.
He got the ball.
Steenkamp does really well at the front there. There's Jonker into the vacuum. Finga. Lovely offload. Excellent offload. JT Kapank with a lovely offload to Algernon Meyer. Keeping the ball alive beautifully. Exhaust Kevani. Yeah, that's Lions rugby right there. Excellent launch from the line out. Brilliant offloading in contact. It's Likona Finga who starts it off nicely, and then every player looking for work, trying to run good lines is Exos Kevani. Great straightening from him. Loves an unders line. And the Lions Under-23s get another one. So JT Kapank gets this, it'll be 59 points. Almost 100 points scored in this game by both sides. It has been loose at times. I think the defense as well, especially in the second half, just not really there from either side. And JT Kapank can't convert. The problem with the Sharks Under-23 defense is they've just allowed offloads, slipping tackles. There's another one. Algernon Meyer does so well to stay on his feet. No look pass. There's a birthday gift from the birthday boy. Jonker to Exos Kevani. It's just great unselfish play from Reinhard Jonker with ball in hand when he's got options around him and the game plan is working for him. Great player to watch, the vice captain. And it's been no different here this afternoon on his birthday. Marco Ferreira, he's put up his hand.
9, use it! 3, 2.
Algernon Meyer, the box kick. And that one's out on the full. So struggling with accuracy a little bit, Meyer, the reserve scrum half. It's Bester.
Line Josh.
Still competing. I think that's what you want as well. If you are a player who's under 23, look for work, get involved, especially when you've got nothing to lose.
Let's
Just
go,
like
Sharks, let's go, let's go.
Bester has done here now. It is the only way to learn. The data you get as a player between the four lines on a match day, an official match day, it cannot be replicated. You can try as hard as you can on the pitch. Copper Stump just won't do it. And so when you have the opportunity to run out with the jersey on your back, it doesn't matter the number, 1 or 23, make sure that you make the most of it. Best has done that here. A couple of other players have as well for the Sharks under 23s, but they need more players to think like that. So Bartley can't hold on to it. Backwards. Here's Bester. Little grabber through, forcing matters a little bit. He did have Chijindu Okonta there, and it'll be the Lions under 23s. Then we have the last say. Hugo sets the target. Will they play? Jonker says, let's go, boys. It's time for some razzle-dazzle. Still there for Meyer. Ballman straightens. It's a good carry.
Reset.
Slow for Meyer. They'll get a penalty here, the Lions under 23s. Well, how eager are you guys then? Is that it for the afternoon, or? Yeah, good choice. Go for the line out, get further up the pitch. They've had launched beautifully from their line outs, and they'll want to utilize their favorite tool of the afternoon. And just having the advantage of that experience does make a big difference. Ruan Delport and Ruben Skuman coming onto the pitch early on for Tian Wessels.
Yeah.
It's been tough for
boot being tied.
youngsters of the Sharks under 23 side, especially with the lineouts.
He's in the line out.
So what kind of a move the Lions under 23s have this time? They've scored 3 tries already. Poor. It's a decent one because at least they have possession, and JT Kapang says, well, if we're not going to get clean ball, let's not risk any injuries and start 20 meters behind the advantage line. That's how you want your fly-off to think.
It's a pleasure.
And it's JT Kapang who kicks it out. So at full time here then, Lions under 23s dominating and roaring, unbeaten at the top of the log, 57 points. Hollywoodbets Sharks under 23s got a lot to work on. They did score a couple of really good tries. Outstanding player for them, Litle Bester. They've got a lot of work to do. 3 out of 3 for the Lions under 23s. Hollywoodbets Sharks under 23s. It's 3 losses now in a row. And they do still have a few games coming up. So it was great bravery shown by Okonta to stop Ruben Skuman, but the offload was beautiful to Likona Finga, and then Likona Finga continued with the beauty with a lovely pop pass to Cecil Parsons. Loose head prop. Was in the junior box squad, and that's what this tournament is all about. The SA Rugby Under-23. Litle Bester releasing Sobahle. So we will have a few interviews then after this while you enjoy these highlights. At full time, round 3 of the SA Rugby Under-23 Cup. It is the Lions Under-23s 57, Hollywoodbets Sharks Under-23s 26. So then, tough day at the office for the Sharks under-23s, going down to the Lions under-23s here in round 3 of the SA Under-23 Cup, SA Rugby Under-23 Cup. I'm with MB Lusaseni, forwards coach for the Sharks under-23s. One word, and we've played against each other before, mate. You were a hard competition with your lineouts, but what happened with the lineouts?
Bro, standards. It's that simple, standards. Got to a point whereby clarity was not executed properly. Dude, it was just a bad day. Honestly, just a bad day at the office. I think one of the things that we can actually even get better is this live, by the way. Oh, one of the things we can get better, by the way, is obviously our contesting as well, putting more under pressure, you know. But even our options that we had, we pretty much played in their hands the whole time, you know. So I think we're having a big issue, obviously, when it comes to my line-out callers and the whole works, making sure that we get, you know, the right program forward. But it was, also standards as well. Standards were not there as well. I mean, missed lifts, the throwing. It was just not a good day for me, honestly. So yeah, I'll put it on my shoulders. I'll take one on the shin, but we'll come back ready next week.
How's about, you know, you were a mentalist, mate, and I'm sorry, making it a bit personal now. You were a mentalist. You really did well with the psychological part of the game, you know, being a contesting lock with the lineouts. But I think great depiction of how the game is going. Are you happy with the psychology, maybe the character that the players are showing?
No, not even, eh? Well, I think for us right now, we're in a very big scenario, we're a very bad scenario whereby we don't have enough fives, you know, in that situation. So now we have to teach Lucy's and teach, you know, sixes to jump in the whole works, you know. It's something that obviously just crept on now. But yeah, it's something that obviously had to go back to the drawing board, you know, better coaching, I guess, in that case. So it's going to be a hard day at the office, obviously, back on Monday, but we'll get things sorted out, man.
Yeah, I've always loved your honesty, mate. All the best with the rest of the season. A couple of big games coming up. How do you turn things around now, yourself and in the squad? How important is this SA Rugby Under-23 Cup?
No, it's very important, very important. I mean, like, at the present moment, it was nice seeing, obviously, some guys getting a run. Sipho Nonyanyela had a good run there. So we're giving the youngsters a big chance. You know, we're playing pretty much with a predominantly 20, 19-year-old team over here. And so, I mean, like, the guys, they're literally pushing beyond, obviously, their weight, but at the same time, we expect more. We have standards, obviously, that we've set up, and the guys need to live up to them, you know, at the end of the day. But it's all about their growth more than anything else. I think that's the main thing. It's mainly about their growth, especially for the youngsters.
The coach has spoken. Thank you so much, MP. Appreciate it, mate.
Thanks, bro. Yeah.